to create template folder. Now to create a template folder under the project. So go to the project and create a new folder. Name of the folder is templates. So that template folder is get created. Once the template folder is created, we need to register this template under the project. So again, go to the settings.py file. Under the settings.py file, go to the template. Under the template, we need to add the directory. So here we have created a folder directory. So we'll verify that directory first. So let's say I'll create template directory as equal to this path dot I'm going to join with base dir and name of the folder, that is a template. So it will give an error to the OS. So I need to import that package OS at the start of the file. So I'm going to import the particular package. So let it be. So I'm going to import OS. After that, we are going to verify whether the template directory is in the right location or not. So I'm going to print this template underscore dir. At the same time, I'm going to add this template under the directory. Now to verify this file, I need to go under the folder software professional, and under the folder, I'm going to check whether the template is in the right location or not. So I'm going to write Python settings.py. Here I make a spelling mistake, just a minute. Settings.py. And we can verify that under the project folder, we are pointing to the template directory. Now, once we verify the template, next step number 5. To write the views. Now we'll write an individual view in the application. So first of all, I write the view for tester application. So I'll go to the tester application. We know that business logic is need to be written under the views.py. So I'll open the views.py file. So I will create two separate functions under the view.py. So first function is junior tester. having parameter as request, and that function will return the HTML page. So you can say the first parameter is request, and after that we are going to pass the HTML file. So first of all, we'll create now HTML file under the template folder. So go to the template folder. There is no any file under the template folder. So here we are very specific that under the template folder, according to the application, we are going to create the file. So I'll create another folder under the template, that is a tester. So that tester folder contain the HTML files that I want to redirect from the tester application test file. That template folder, first of all, we'll create now HTML file under the template folder. So go to the template folder. There is no any file under the template folder. So here we are very specific that under the template folder, according to the application, we are going to create the file. So I'll create another folder under the template, that is a tester. So that tester folder contain the HTML files that I want to redirect from the tester application. So I'll create a new file. Name of the file is, let's say, jtest.html, and another file I'll create, that is stest, that is senior tester, stest.html file, a tester file. So I'll create another folder under the template, that is a tester. So that tester folder contain the HTML files that I want to redirect from the tester application. So I'll create a new file. Name of the file is, let's say, jtest.html, and another file I'll create, that is stest, that is senior tester, stest.html. So these two separate files I created under the tester application. I will write some sample code under that file. So HTML, and under the HTML, I'll write a body tag. Inside it, I'm going to write h2, and inside that I'll write, hi, I am junior tester. I just copied this content and I'll paste it into another HTML page with, I just change a message, instead of junior, I'm a senior tester. So these two HTML pages are ready. Now I'll go to again views.py. So that HTML file need to be changed here. So already I pointing to the template folder. So under the template folder, we have a tester folder, and inside that we have two files. So here I'm going to use jtest.html. So simple static data here I'm going to print. After that, I'll modify that HTML page as well. And second function here I'll write linear tester. parameter I'm going to write request, and that will also return that HTML page data. So return render request, and second parameter is HTML page. So again, under the tester folder, I have the file as test.html. Now these both functions are ready under the view file. Now you have to go for next step. Next step is configure the URL. To configure the URL, we need to go to the project folder. Under the project folder, we have url.py. Now here also we have to sort the URLs as per the applications. Under the url.py file, first we write the include function, because we have to include the URLs from other application. Then we'll modify the path under the URL patterns under the project folder. So path consists of the application name is tester, and I want to include the URLs. So URLs is under tester.urls. So it will redirect to that. Application URL. So next step is go to the application folder. So I'm using tester application. So under the tester application, we need to create a new file, url.py. Under the tester application, we'll create urls.py file, which is initially empty. We'll copy the content of main project URL file and we'll paste into the application URL. We'll modify certain things. So here we are very specific on the functions that we use under that application, or we can say business logic that we use under that application. So first of all, I'll remove this. First we'll import the views from application. So from name of the application, tester, and we are going to import the views. So all the views will import from this application. So I'll write two functions under the view.py. So I'll call one by one both the function. The first is, let's say, jtester, junior tester, and views dot name of the function. So jtester, that I'm going to call under the URL path. I'll set one more path for S tester. Again, call that views dot senior tester. So both the functions are being called in the URL pattern. So now URL pattern is set to the project and an application. Now we'll execute for the single application, whether we are getting the expected outcome or not. To execute the project, I'll type a command python manage.py run server. Okay, we are under the project, so in our project folder, so we need to come outside that. So now I will execute the project to test the functionality. So I'll type the command python manage.py run server. So once it executes successfully, we'll copy this URL and paste into the browser. Once I copied the URL into the browser, admin and tester, so we are going to visit the tester page. So tester, under the tester application, we have JTester and STester. Now I'm going to execute JTester. I'll get the hi, I am a junior tester. Similar. Similarly, if I just use S tester, then I'll get I am a then I'll get I am a senior tester. Again, I'll back to 2D. So in this way, we can create the HTML pages under the application name tester, so that it will avoid the conflict of the different application having same HTML page name. Thanks for watching this video. Hi, welcome to Django series. In this video, I will talk about how to process static file in a Django. The static files are nothing but CSS file, JavaScript, images. is audio video files. In Django, static files are handled under the package Django contrib static files. It is used to collect a static file from each of your application into one of the location that can easily serve into the production. We can create a static folder similar like a template folder. So under the root directory, we can create a static folder, and inside the static folder, we can create the required files like CSS, JavaScript, or images. Moving ahead, load template tag. It loads the custom template tag set into the Django application. The syntax is opening bracket percentile load module name. Let us see one example. That is opening bracket percentage sign load my tag. My tag is my module. Suppose I want to filter out individual element from my modules, then I can put an argument with the help of the syntax opening bracket percentile sign load s1 from my tag. So individual s1 element we can retrieve from this module name. Moving ahead, static template tag. The static template tag is used to link a static file that are saved into the static root. The syntax is opening bracket percentile sign static as a keyword and the file name that I want to be served as a static file. Example, opening bracket percentile sign load static. So to load the static folder under my HTML page. And after that, then we can integrate according to the need of the application. So example is, let's say I want to integrate one of the image or CSS file in my HTML file. So syntax is under the link, we have to put in a href tag static name of the file that I want to load into the HTML page. Similarly, if I want to load an image, then we can write a syntax image source. Under the source, we can integrate static and the image that I want to be load on the HTML page. Now moving ahead, what are the steps to be followed to add a static file under the project? So one by one, first we'll discuss the steps and then we'll implement all the steps one after the another. So let us discuss the step first. The first step is to create a project. To create a project, we need to type a command in a terminal.